Hey guys, it is day 3 of posting daily. So today I wanted to talk about food. So last video I talked about how I got started, on this fitness journey. And obviously, if you're not aware, but if you are, what you eat primarily kind of I would say 80-90% drives any fitness journey that you are on. It's all about what you eat. What you consume is a very big factor. I would say 80%. So changing what you eat, changing your relationship with your food is a big deal. So, I remember when I was at my heaviest, I would eat fast food all the time, Taco Bell, Burger King for breakfast, the croissant witch, Taco Bell. One thing about myself is I was raised a vegetarian for 20, 21, 22 years. And primarily in the Indian diet, it's very heavy on carbs and fats and very minimal on protein, at least for the vegetarians. So, I only started eating more meat and got into, eating more chicken and fish in college. And but again, I ate more meat. As I told you in the first video, I struggled with the extremes. So I would be, meal prepping, and I remember in my college dorm at UM, I lived in the UV, and I would make 8 pounds of boiled chicken because I was like, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. And now thinking about it, that was such a wrong way to go about it. But again, I didn't know any better. So first you have to rebuild your relationship with food. So what I recommend is you have to write down whatever your favorite foods are, and you just make simple, healthy choices to make it better. So if you like burgers, if you like full fat burgers like 80-20 ground beef, choose the 96.4 beef, make the same burger. Or if you are eating the 96.4 beef and you want a leaner option, try turkey burger. So this morning, last night we went to Publix, I got 2 pounds of 99.1 turkey, and I just made 2 pounds of turkey breast that I can put in my breakfast sandwiches in the morning, like turkey patties, right? So lean source of protein. And one of these days I'll make videos on what I eat in a day, and what I eat to maintain the weight loss that I'm on, the cut that I'm on. And I don't want to call it a weight loss journey because I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm trying to lose body fat. So again, once you learn about food, you'll learn that weight really doesn't matter. It's body fat percentage, it's lean muscle mass. And again, I'm not a nutritionist, a food expert. I didn't go to college for it. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just a regular dude that just is doing this. And I'm trying to give you the simple tools, unfiltered, on what is working for me and potentially can work for you. So rebuild your relationship with food, take your best foods and make healthier options. So burgers, just gave you an example, right? Pizzas, if you like pizzas, instead of ordering out from Papa John's or Pizza Hut, make it at home. Use yogurt and flour as the base, and that'll give you a good base, salt. And then use a low-calorie tomato sauce. I recommend you make your own. Just take a couple tomatoes, a little bit of olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, or buy one of those canned ones that have a little bit low in fat option, and some either reduced fat mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, or no fat. You can get that at Publix or Walmart, and boom, you got yourself a low-calorie pizza, some pepperoni, low fat pepperoni, and you're on your way. So again, trying to make better choices about your food. So instead of the full fat mayonnaise, that has 11 grams of fat per serving, buy the reduced fat option, which has 3.5 grams of fat per serving. Boom. Same thing, but you're having a better option. Now, you'll probably see a lot of people out there say, choose the carnivore diet, or seed oils are bad. And, they have points. But again, my take is anything extreme, you're not sustainable. So, make better choices. It's better to go from 100 to 20 than 100 to 0 for 2 months or 30 days or 7 days, and then go 100, and then you always gain the weight back plus 20%. That's at least how I always did it, you know? And, you know, when you break, because when you break and then you extend. If you've ever been on a fat loss journey or a weight loss journey or any fitness journey, that's kind of what happens. And so I recommend you don't do that. So again, building a relationship with food, making better habits. And again, I can't stress enough to track your calories. So, you know, yesterday, everything I ate, I tracked it, you know, like the tortilla. I had, you know, burritos for dinner yesterday. You know, I got the tortilla from Publix, tracked it. Put the mozzarella cheese, tracked it. Weighed the grilled chicken, you know, 220 grams of cooked grilled chicken, tracked it. You know, the sauces, you gotta track it. You know, a little bit of mayonnaise here, a little bit of ketchup there, a little bit of hot sauce that if it's not 0 calorie, you know, that's, you know, like 10 to 12 carbohydrates, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 40, 50 calories. You know, add that up, that's 200-300 calories that, you know, you're having here, having there. And, you know, I was having some roasted potatoes with ketchup. You know, weigh the ketchup, make sure it's 17 grams per ounce. Like, again, I know I can say this because I read the labels and I've been doing it for 18, so I kind of like now know that a ketchup serving size is like 17 grams, you know? Like, I like the salsa con queso, the cheese sauce, the Cheese Whiz, in a can, that's 30 grams. It's like 3 grams of fat, 3 carbs, 1 gram of protein. Like, you get to know the labels, and like, as soon as you keep doing it, you'll know what a sample size is and what like a food serving is. But again, I'm 18 months into this, weighing my food every single day, and I still track everything every single day because again, I want to make sure that you know, I'm honest with myself. And you know, again, whatever you eat, track it so you're honest with yourself. So you know, I wanted to make this video about food. I think one of these days I'll talk about like what I eat in a day, and I'll show you like an example meal that I have for breakfast, lunch, simple meals. And again, the cool thing about food is you can get creative. Every meal that I have is not the same. Sometimes I want a little bit more carbs, so I adjust that. Like yesterday I had, I was craving like a bagel, egg and cheese. I love like a New York bagel. So I had a bagel, I had 2 slices of cheese, I had 500 grams of egg whites, I had 1 egg, you know, I had some roasted potatoes, and I tracked it. It was like 800-900 calories. It was like, I think 70-80 grams of protein, 80-90 grams of carbs, and like 10 or 15 grams of fat. And I put it in MyFitnessPal, and then I knew the next couple of meals I had to be lower on the carbs because I had a lot of carbs in the morning. Some meals I had just 500 grams of egg whites with 1 egg with a serving of full fat cheddar cheese. And it tastes really good. Sometimes I mix cottage cheese in there. And it's really good, and that's like 40, 50, 60 grams of protein, maybe 20 grams of fat, but like 10 carbs. So I have carbs for later on if I'm gonna have like a burger, or you know, I'm going outside and I know that that place is a little bit heavier on the carbs because I've checked the nutrition facts, you know? So it's being preparation, it's making these simple, once you make it a habit, like I wanna make a life change and build my relationship with food, you'll plan. And just remember this, whatever you really need to do in your life, you'll make the time for it. Like if it's kind of like, I'm gonna do it, not really, you're gonna find an excuse not to do it. I made the conscious decision to change, and I wanted to rebuild my relationship with food and build a better lifestyle for myself. So I wasn't gonna let excuses kind of boggle it down. One of the sayings that I remember in my couple of previous business ago is, you know, there's a, what was it called? You know, but, you know, XYZ is a fancy kind of way of saying, giving yourself an excuse. You can always give yourself a reason, you know, of why you didn't do something. There's always a good reason. Like I, you know, have 2 children, 6 and 3. I am working full time. I, you know, have to clean the house. I have to, you know, I have a pregnant wife at home. I, you know, have a lot of stress everywhere. And so there's very good reasons to not do something, but if it's important to you, you will. So I can't stress that enough. And the earlier you do it in your life, the better your life will be long-term, because the older you get, it's tougher. I can tell you, I'm 33. This would have been easier if I was 23, you know, easier if I was 18. So if you're 33, if you're 43, it'll be harder when you're 53. So start today. Don't wait. get healthier. It's not about the weight, it's about your health. Like, can you run if you wanted to? Like, if you had a son or a grandson and they was in the other room screaming, could you sprint there and get there? Or would you like walk there? You know, seconds matter. If you or your son or your grandchildren are playing outside football or soccer, could you play with them? Could you like get rough and tumble and get in the grass with them and get down and dirty with them? You know, could you do that? I want to do that. That was motivating to me. That was something that I wanted to look at my children and my future grandchildren. I was like, I want to be that dad that is there with them and is able to, you know, as they grow older, and you know, as they're older, be my friends, and we could do things together, versus me being on the sidelines because I'm older and I'm lethargic or I'm tired. I didn't want to do that. So that's why it forced me at 32 is when I started this, kind of a gut check. Like, well, what type of parent do I want to be? So why I'm saying that is, don't give yourself an excuse. Start today. It's going to, trust me, it's going to transform your life for the better. And start slowly. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Don't make a drastic change overnight. Start with simple things. So those burgers that you're eating, make better choices. If you like pizza and you go out every day, just eat the same pizza, but make it at home. So you're not going from 100 to 20, you're going from 100 to 90. Get used to that, then go to 80. Get used to that, then go to 70. And it's a slow progression, but you're building the habit. And it's very easy to add a little bit on it versus going from, if I told you, hey, what are you doing? You're 60 pounds overweight. I need you to go from 3,000 calories to 1,500 calories, work 5 times a day, 2 hours a day in the gym, 1 hour of cardio. Boom. You may do that for 7 days. But then when you crack, you'll gain the weight back and more. And I can say that because I've done that. And if you've done it, an extreme diet like me or something extreme, let me know. I'm curious to find out if I'm the only person. I don't think I am, but I'd love to know your thoughts. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk more about, if it makes sense, if you like what I'm posting. I'm excited to keep doing it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.